Hey guys, this is IrieStarcraft, and I'm back to cast another 2v2 match for you. This one will be on Tempest, and it will be between Peter, or LPeterL, also known as Peter, and Chae. Let me say their races. So Peter is the red Terran player, and Chae is the blue Zerg player. Their opponents are going to be xSixAzide, the teal Protoss, and his teammate, as usual, SuperNinja, the purple Protoss player. So the most famous Protoss 2v2 team is going to be in action in this game, and I'm looking forward to that, as they are not going to be cheesing this game, it looks like. Instead, well, maybe. We'll see. They're both going to go Scout and Probe Rest as they throw down their pylons at the identically same time. These guys are just in sync. I think I said this last time, that they're like synchronized swimmers or something. They do this opening build orders at exactly the most identical timing. It's really quite interesting to watch, as actually they are going to be sending their probes in different directions in order to get that scout. And it looks like this probe from Azide did see Peter's SCV, so he's going to assume their bases are down here, and so uh-oh. Now Peter is going to be throwing down a proxy barracks. Now it should be noted that the last game I cast with Chae and Peter, Chae was Terran and Peter was Zerg, and they did this same strategy with this proxy barracks. So you wonder, is this their MO or whatnot? Because they did do this strategy last time, except it was Chae executing as the Terran player and Peter was the Zerg. So it'll be interesting to see how they fare with the same strategy and roles reversed, because I thought that they each made a couple of blunders in that last game against Power and Protect that if they had not made those mistakes, they definitely would have won the game. So with all that being said, I'm definitely looking forward to some proxy barracks action. A third barracks is coming down for Peter, and will we be seeing a fourth one? Because we did see a fourth one last time. So Azide and SuperNinja well aware of the proxy barracks that are on the way, as Chae now has Zerglings up here to support. And so Azide and SuperNinja have completely walled off this bottom down here, and SuperNinja has gone for the Forge and is getting 2 cannons, and they each have a Zealot at the front to help prevent Zerglings from pecking away. And this Zealot from Azide is going to be able to kill an SCV, and it is going to die, but it did kill one SCV. I'm not sure if that was worth it, because there was another SCV up here, but that is going to force Peter Lee to bring another SCV up. And looks like the Zealot for SuperNinja is going to chill in this corner as close to these cannons as he possibly can. So we'll see what is cooking. I expect Azide to quickly be teching up to something here. And could we see something crazy like a Stargate coming out and a Void Rays to go around the back, or will we see a fast tech towards Colossus, which we see Azide do quite a bit, or will he just simply go for that 4-gate and try and get it kicking by the time that this base falls? But right now, with the positioning of this bunker from Peter being exceptional, this gateway is going to fall uncontested, and this gateway may also fall. So Azide and SuperNinja are completely up against it right now, and Azide's going to be throwing down his own Forge way in the back here, and SuperNinja putting cannons back up here, but here come the Zerglings for Chae. He's going to be trying to pick away at the pylons. I don't know if this is the best idea. He should be trying to cancel these cannons, in my opinion. And there are more cannons coming down from Azide. 1 million cannons are coming down. So now with 6 cannons coming down, there's no way Chae is going to be able to halt this. And even a second pylon coming down for SuperNinja, as this pylon looks like it's going to be, no, it will be powered. He does have this front pylon here. So more Zerglings streaming in, and my mistake, I thought that these were cannons. No, they are pylons trying to complete this wall, and this cannon is going to fall, and the Zerglings are going to get inside the main, inside the mineral line for Azide. Now he's forced to micro his probes all over the place, and oh my god, there's so many Zerglings inside of Azide's base. He is completely screwed right now. Look at Peter with all of these Marines. He's emptying them from the bunker and bringing them over here to start picking away at these pylons. If he wanted to, he could even plow these cannons at the front, but instead he's going to continue picking away and leaving this opening for Chae to send more and more Zerglings. So Azide is completely screwed right now. He's forced to constantly pull his probes off the line. SuperNinja, meanwhile, all he has going for him is a Forge and a bunch of cannons. He doesn't even have a gateway, so he's trying to rebuild a gateway at the front. But these cannons are going to go down, And so that is not going to work. And wow, I don't see how the top team can come back from this at this point. They're so far behind right now, just desperately throwing cannons everywhere. There is one sentry here for Azide, and that sentry will be able to block this area from any Zergling run by. But at the same time, these Marines, oh, and the force field is not going to block the Zerglings, not placed as perfectly as it should be. However, these two cannons back here will be enough to deal with the Zerglings, but the Marines are coming up from Peter, and they're going to be focusing down these cannons as best as they can, but some nice force fields from Azide are going to be forcing those Marines back, desperately trying to hold on. Here is Azide, look at him microing the sentry back to try and keep it alive. More Zerglings are streaming in. This is an extremely intense, pivotal moment right here. Can Azide stay in this game? He is still in it by the seat of his pants. My new favorite phrase, apparently. And there goes another cannon. He is down to one cannon with his one gateway, and he now has a zealot to go with his sentries who have been regenerating those shields, and Marines are just continuing to peck away here. Looks like they're working on the pylon right now. SuperNinja at the same time is going for a cybernetic core after this gateway. He is completely walled in up here. He will not be able to help Azide anymore, but Azide just setting up cannon after cannon, falling back gradually with these cannons. Now this zealot is going to force some of these Marines to micro backwards with a sentry shoot at them, and all that is going to do right now is just delay, which is exactly what Azide is trying to do, buy some more and more time. He needs to get out some additional gateways if he possibly can, so that he can warp in units faster. He needs more stalkers to deal with all these Marines, but right now he's actually doing an exceptional job of hanging on in this game. As there's no, looks like actually there is a Twilight Council on the way for SuperNinja, so will we be seeing some Dark Templars from SuperNinja as the ultimate trump card? I don't know, but there is a Twilight Council on the way and 2 more gateways for SuperNinja. So if Azide can hang on in this game, he now has 2 stalkers out, desperately trying to hold position back by these cannons, and he's throwing down an additional gateway now. And here we go. It looks like Peter and Chae are going to try and surround these units, and I don't see them surviving. However, there still are 3 cannons in the back. The force fields are doing a pretty nice job of mitigating the damage. Here come the probes off the line for Azide just in the nick of time to try and provide some cover for these cannons, and that is exactly what he needed to do. And the probes are going to force back these Marines. Wow, this is so ridiculously intense right now. This game is absolutely berserk. Chae and Peter, APM off the charts. Meanwhile, Azide and SuperNinja calmly cruising at an APM average of 90 and surviving in this game by a miracle. More gateways are on the way. There is the Dark Shrine for SuperNinja. Let's see where he opted to put that, way back here. That is not going to get scouted at all. More probes are coming off the line for Azide to try and stay alive in this game. Holy crap, you guys, this has been so intense, and it is going to continue as Chae and Peter with the all-in proxy barrack strategy. They are not letting up, and Peter is going to start working on this assimilator and gradually push his way in here and force these probes to run back and forth over all these mineral patches, trying to use the cover of this cannon. Utilizing this stalker, though, as Azide to pick off some of these Marines. The Zerglings are going to run right into the mineral line and get surrounded by a bunch of probes. It looks like they will be able to take out a whole bunch of probes. Look at Azide using hold position on these probes to protect the cannon from getting surrounded by the Zerglings. Brilliant play right there, and now going to use these probes to force the Marines back again. Still barely alive, and Chae, it looks like, has left the game because, yeah, there's the Dark Templar right in the middle of his base, and Chae and LPeterL have left the game. Now I need to go back slightly because I missed the Dark Templars coming out. I didn't see a proxy pylon anywhere on the map. So did the Dark Templars actually just warp inside of SuperNinja's base and run all the way across the map? Because I don't think... No! There's a pylon back here. Somehow a pylon got put in the back of Peter's base. Why do I keep calling him Peter Lee? And there goes the Dark Templars running into both bases. Beautiful play. Incredible comeback by the top team, I must say. And now for my own satisfaction, I'm going to have to find out when this proxy pylon went down. So I'm gradually... Now here it is. Look at that timing. How lucky am I? Somehow... SuperNinja he had his, I think this was his initial scouting probe, and he threw down one pylon over here, it looks like. A sneaky one underneath the grass. That is really hard to see. And he somehow managed to get this probe all the way into the corner of this base. Beautifully done. And a great job by Azide staying alive, utilizing probes to protect his cannons and stalkers. What a game. Very, very exciting. So thank you, Azide, for sending me this game. It's been way too long since I've gotten a game from Azide, and the games he sends me are always so exciting and always fun to watch the dual Protoss team go at it. And again, man, Peter and Chae, they had a very well executed all-in rush attack and just an even better defense by the top team. So very, very, very exciting there. Thank you again, Azide, and that is going to do it for me. This is IrieStarcraft, and peace out.